The Child Support Guideline Worksheet consists of 15 pages. The first part, located on the left of the screen, includes the chart used to calculate the child support amount to be paid by the responsible party. This chart spans 4 pages before reaching the next section on the right side of the screen. The Notice of Filing the Child Support Guidelines Worksheet requires a certificate of service. By completing this, you are certifying that you have delivered the notice and all accompanying pages to the other party on the same date that you sign and date the document. Remember, you must have proof of the date it was sent, such as a postmark. Please refrain from dating any of your documents until everything is ready. A future lesson will go over the process for completing and dating your documents. After filling out the notice, you will then proceed to complete the worksheet itself. Be sure to click on the link provided in the module to access a detailed training session that will guide you through how to fill out the form. You'll need to have your financial details handy or at least know the combined monthly income of both parties, which can be found on the financial affidavits. An Income Deduction Order, IDO, is a helpful tool that ensures child support payments are made regularly and on time through automatic deductions from the paying parent's employer. While this form is not mandatory, if both parties agree that it is in the best interest of the children, you can include it in your packet. If both parties agree that an IDO is unnecessary and the paying parent is reliable in making direct payments, this form may not be required. Note, the judge presiding over your case may still require an IDO, even if both parties agree it's unnecessary. However, this is not the time to argue with the judge. If the judge requires an IDO, they will complete and sign it, not you, but submitting a prepared caption can help streamline the process. If you and your spouse decide to move forward with an IDO, include it in your packet. If you choose to move forward without it, make sure you're confident that the paying parent is reliable. If needed, you can always request an IDO later. Notice to Payor Form. The Notice to Payor Form is an essential document that accompanies the Income Deduction Order, IDO. Its purpose is to instruct the paying parent's obligor's employer on how to properly deduct and process child support payments. This form educates the employer about their role and legal obligations under the IDO, providing clear, step-by-step instructions on how to deduct and forward the child support payments. By completing this form, you ensure that the employer complies with the court-ordered income deduction, avoiding any penalties for non-compliance. The Income Withholding for Support, EWO form, will be included in your packet if you are pursuing an income deduction order in your case. The IUO officially directs the employer to deduct child support payments from the paying parent's obligor's paycheck. These payments are then sent to the Florida State Disbursement Unit, which forwards them to the receiving parent, obligee. While the court clerk or judge typically issues this form, you can complete much of it beforehand to help streamline the process. Please note, completing this form is part of the work you'll need to do. The advantage of an uncontested divorce is that this might not be necessary. However, we're providing you with these options so that you're aware of them and can make an informed decision. Ultimately, the choice is yours. Here's the skinny on a motion to deviate from child support guidelines. First, if you don't have unique circumstances that truly warrant this request, then don't file it. The purpose of this motion is to ask the court to adjust child support payments either above or below the state's standard calculations. While the child support guidelines provide a framework for fair and consistent payments, there may be legitimate circumstances that justify a deviation. Some of these might include a child with special needs that requires additional financial support, or a paying parent who can demonstrate financial hardship, or some other unusual situation that the court might deem appropriate for reducing the child support amount to avoid undue burden. That said, unless the circumstances fall within these types of situations, the judge is unlikely to approve a deviation. Be prepared to provide detailed information that supports your request. This form is 6 pages long, and you'll need to check the boxes that apply to your case. Since we don't know your specific situation, it's up to you to complete it. If you get stuck, don't hesitate to reach out for coaching.